We recorded the podcast early, then the thing happened. That's why you don't do a thing. Or that's why things just don't happen.
Two big things.
Things shouldn't happen ever.
What I think is going to happen is we're going to have to just wait for the weekends because I swear to God, everything drops during the end of the week.
Well, not everything. Thor dropped on Monday.
Okay, whatever.
Thor dropped on Monday, and then today, currently at the time of this recording, and also this is just going to go up tonight.
Okay.
That way we don't have to worry about anything else happening
4 hours
in the next 24 hours and then missing that opportunity also.
Watch, something else is going to drop like later today.
It's going to happen immediately or while we're recording. Right now, like if you look at Twitter, something is happening. I bet. I'm willing to put money down. Don't look at Twitter. No.
No, I'm going to silence my phone though.
No breaking news. Actually, that's a good idea. Where's my phone?
It's right here next to me for some reason.
Give me my phone so I can do that. So a thing happened. Monday we got a trailer for a movie that we talked very little about, but still said that would be exciting because we had like some previews. Thor Ragnarok came out, or the trailer did.
Yeah, the trailer came out, and just like
I have almost nothing to say about it because I have no idea what it's supposed to be showing me. But it looks like it'll be cool.
I'm hyped. I'm beyond hyped for it just because I recently read like Ragnarok and I read Planet Hulk and
it's a pretty cool trailer. It's just I don't know what it's trying to do. It's so different than the other two movies.
I think they realize that they need to just walk the same line that kind of Guardians does.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're basically making it a comedy.
Let's be fair. The first two Thors were okay at best.
I like the first one.
First one was fun.
It had that comedic approach before Guardians.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was the comedic approach that they would have taken before they decided to go with what Guardians did, which was basically full-on comedy featuring action and all of it good.
I felt like they didn't think that did the movie so well. So when they did part 2, they got a little more serious with it.
That was a bad decision.
It was a very bad decision. And so they're like, oh. And then Guardians came out and they're like, oh, so people love that. Let's just re-embrace that about Thor.
I also don't think they knew how funny, what's his name is?
Chris Hemsworth?
There you go.
Okay.
They should have known because in the first one he was pretty funny. It was pretty entertaining.
I don't think they knew he could carry, I guess, a movie.
So the remake of Ghostbusters, which is by no means, it's at best an okay movie. The best parts about that movie are the scenes with Chris Hemsworth. He really makes those scenes hilarious. I would literally just watch those scenes just to get a
I'll keep that in mind when I eventually don't watch the movie.
Yeah, you don't have to. Don't bother. It's nothing great. Just watch the originals. But anyways, Thor Ragnarok is great. I love the fact that they brought Hela into this. That is exciting, but real talk. She broke the hammer. If that's not a dream sequence, I am wondering what the
you don't see the hammer in the rest of the trailer.
I know.
So, I mean, it could be a thing.
But does that mean Thor's going to get his battle axe version?
Maybe.
Of the hammer?
Axes are better than hammers, so I'm okay with that.
That would be sweet, dude.
Bludgeon damage is only good against skeletons and heavy armored things, and you can also beat heavy armored things with an axe, so it's like...
I don't know, tell that to Guts.
Fuck Guts. Watch, I'm literally going to be just fucking destroyed
you're
right
gonna get
now.
trashed on so hard.
That's the only reason I did it.
But it's just... It also gets me excited because they're doing the Planet Hulk thing, so I'm excited to see what they do with that.
Well, I hope they show something about how they captured the Hulk, because he left at the end of Ultron, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he left flying the jet.
Well, because in the comics, the way they do it, they trick him into going into space. They're like, oh no, so-and-so's attacking the satellite with people in it. We need you to go save them. And he's like, yeah, I'm going into space. And like the great minds like Tony, Reed Richard, and
they just fucking launch him.
Gotcha. We don't want you here, so peace. And they launch him off into space. That's literally how they get rid of the Hulk.
That's how they deal with the threat of the Hulk to the public.
So, I don't know if they're going to do the same thing, or if they're just going to have him there, and he took this ship out into space himself, because apparently those things can go spacebound now.
I guess that's probably what they'll end up doing. And then as far as why I don't know if he's captured so much as he is like a highly ranked gladiator type person, which is like, okay, you could say that's technically a slave because that's what it was back then. But, it's like, it's so highly respected that he's basically free will and just pamper him and everything like that.
Also in Planet Hulk, when he first arrives, he gets an obedience disc put in him in the comics. And that's what allows the king of that planet to control him. So that's what we've probably seen in this trailer. I think, possibly. Just still exciting. But I'm trying to tie the trailer into the end of Doctor Strange, which you haven't seen.
So we can't talk about that.
Well, we can talk about the after credit scene, which is essentially Doctor Strange sitting in his like place talking to someone, and it's Thor, and he's like, "Well, like, why are you here on Earth?" And he's like, "Me and my brother are trying to find our father, Odin." And he's like, "You do realize your brother," and he lists off all the bad things his brother is. He's like, "Yeah, no. So if you find your father, you guys are gonna leave." He's like, "Yes, I'm gonna help you." And Doctor Strange gets up to help him.
So you think Doctor Strange is gonna be in?
Doctor Strange is gonna be in this movie to some capacity.
Okay. Well, another thing that I'm interested in, based on in the trailer, there is what is Loki doing there? Because you do see him twirling his little dagger dues. With some people behind him who I can't tell if they are following him or they're just people in the crowd or something. And then the other scene that you see him in is he's up there on the little podium thing watching the fight, and I can't tell right away from his reaction what is happening there. So I don't know what his role is, but it'll be cool to see Loki again, I guess.
It's going to be interesting because I think it's going to be Loki playing Thor to get what he wants, to play everyone else to get what he wants. Oh, yeah. Like, he is literally the trickster of tricksters.
Yeah, so. I know. I played Blood Rage.
So.
I love that game. We should play Blood Rage.
Blood Rage is such a good game. Oh. I'm gonna buy it, actually. I'm probably gonna buy it, like, today. But, I mean, other than that, I got nothing else other than just, like, to nerd out on it. Like, I can't believe that she's breaking the hammer.
And you think that's a dream sequence?
It could be.
You don't see it in the rest of the movie. I think it's a thing.
Yeah.
It could be a thing. You don't see the hammer at all. But then how do they...
Stuff and things, that's how.
Because then... And then there's the... we haven't even talked about Beta Ray Bill yet, either.
I don't know the fuck that is.
Beta Ray Bill is the very first ever being to be worthy to be Thor. And so Odin makes him his own hammer. Because his son becomes worthy of Mjolnir. So Beta Ray Bill is essentially Thor flying around in another part of the universe.
What, do you think he's going to come in and play on this?
He shows up in Ragnarok in the comics.
Okay, well maybe maybe that's when we see.
And I'm trying to figure out how they're going to put it all together.
I have no clue. I know nothing. I just think, oh yeah, this movie will be funny. It'll probably have some action bits.
I'm just still they kind of went a full 180 on the trailers for the other two Thors to this one.
Yeah.
The music.
It was super obvious what they were going for.
Yeah. Love the like 80s retro like title screen.
The font.
The font, the little after blur effect kind of thing.
Yeah, that's great.
It's very obvious what they were going for. Just trying to cash in on that Guardians of the Galaxy money.
Yep.
I'm okay with that.
It'll probably work. Maybe.
But other than that, I mean...
And then about 5 hours ago, less than that probably.
Yeah, it was about midday today here, Friday, and this is going up tonight. So, I mean, let's be specific about time. But here today, Friday, the day of this podcast, the day of my daughter's wedding.
The day of my daughter's
wedding. On this,
the day of my daughter's peace.
We got I think it was at Star Wars Celebration.
Yeah,
right? It's at Star Wars Celebration. They showed the trailer, the first full-on trailer that we're getting here for The Last Jedi. Okay, couple things. First of all, the title of the movie is called The Last Jedi. That's already kind of ominous. Second thing, the logo of the movie is in red text. Mm-hmm. Also ominous, but we know that for a while. Ever since they first announced it and showed the logo, it's like, okay, that's...
Yeah, when they first announced it and then everybody saw that it was in red, everybody
started freaking because like, okay, something's gonna happen. And now we get this trailer. That looks like it's I wouldn't say that the trailer itself is dark, but the tone that it gives you when you combine the visuals that you're getting, the logo, the title of the movie, and the music in that trailer.
Yeah, the music
definitely is what sets the mood of feeling very uneasy about what's going on.
Music, not music 101, but I guess it's 100 level thing for music. Usually, you resolve the chord. I don't know if that might make sense to some people. You resolve the chord now, or the progression with the main chord of the whole progression. Mm-hmm. When you don't resolve it, you're giving off a very specific tone. Now they resolve it, but not with a chord, just with the root note. And the whole build up to that last note, which is incredibly soft, is very ominous sounding. It's I think several people are probably going to die in this. This is gonna be a dark entry.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah. Super dark. No, I agree. That even means putting like Finn on the chopping block. That one
That's all you only see one. You want to see one little bit of Finn.
And he looks like he's in like some sort of thing that's trying to maybe heal him, keep him alive or something. Like it doesn't look good for Finn right now in that trailer. It doesn't. Like, that's the first thing I picked up on when I saw it.
It doesn't look good for anybody because Finn's, like, in a coma. That's the only thing you see of him.
Yeah.
Poe is running away. You see 2 or 3 shots of him. Most of them, he's either running away or everything's exploding around him.
Mm-hmm. You do see the Falcon.
You see the Falcon because Rey has the Falcon.
You see a bit of space battle happening, too.
You see a bit of space battle.
But you see X-Wings getting shot down.
And you see TIE fighters getting blown up. It's just that's shit blowing up. Stuff's gonna happen there. Now, and it's probably nothing. But the very first thing that you see in the trailer is Rey gasping for air, collapsing. Also, right hand, good call. She's gonna lose the hand. They're gonna keep up the trend.
It's gonna end up in Lucas's collection of hands.
They're gonna keep.
Was it her right hand or left hand?
It was the right hand.
It's the right hand. It's always the right hand. So she's gonna lose the right hand. But what you see her do, she's collapsing and gasping for air, and the first words you hear after that are "breathe," almost as if she was being force choked. Like Luke was like, "All right, we're gonna fucking train you. We're gonna train you hard." Deal with this shit. I don't know. That's complete bullshit theory. That's just weird. That's the very first thing that.
Or maybe that's what his reaction was when she first arrives. After that long pause of him staring at her.
No, I don't think that immediately started with him force choking her. I think that's just part of the training. Because you see somebody standing on the little cliff thing doing the little lightsaber kata, and somebody else standing a little bit further away watching them do it. So I mean. There's definitely going to be training. Rey's going to lose her hand. It's going to be a dark movie. People are going to die. Several characters probably going to die. I'm excited. I'm also afraid.
Yes, like the amount of fear I have for these characters is immense.
And I think the only thing that it's not so much that I should specify why I'm afraid. I'm not afraid that people or characters are going to die. It's hey, guess what? The series is about a series of wars, so people die in wars. It's going to happen. Mm-hmm. I'm more afraid of how they're going to write this, because the one thing I don't want it to be is another 1-to-1 of its relative entry in the original trilogy.
Right, like how everyone compares
because
7
you cannot deny that The Force Awakens is A New Hope, reskinned, retooled.
A new Hope.
A new Hope.
Yeah.
But are we going to see The Last Jedi, basically a 1-to-1 of The Empire Strikes Back. There was not a space battle in The Empire Strikes Back. And we do have a space battle here, so that's already a plus.
Also, did you guys notice the melted Kylo Ren mask?
Yeah. That was weird.
Like
I wasn't sure what they were going for there.
I don't know either. That just... I don't know.
You know what I should have done is watch the Empire trailer before this. And just kind of done a comparison on that.
Could it be like them signifying like a destruction of himself as a character?
Well, that happened last.
That happened last time, kind of.
No, like because what I'm thinking is we're gonna see a bit of Rey training. We're gonna see Kylo training. What if Kylo's training is like him retooling himself to really not give a damn?
Cyborg Ren?
Kind of, yeah. What if he just like cuts his own arm off? Cuts his own hand off?
Who knows?
This is what makes me more powerful. I want to be like you, Grandpa.
It's just the DBZ complex of taking off your shirt. Yeah. That's coming out in December. Thanks again, Disney, for giving me a birthday month present for the next 3-4 years.
Next year is what? The Han Solo.
Next year is one of those movies, and then, of course, we get episode 9, and then possibly another movie after that, since they...
That was 3 and 3.
It was originally 3 and 3, and then they canceled one of them, and now they're thinking about bringing another one in its place. They were going to end with Boba, and now they're thinking Obi-Wan. Or the other way around, but they canceled one, and now they're thinking of doing another one again.
Well, next year is the Han Solo.
Yeah, we have Han Solo already.
I would love for them to do
it's Han Solo episode 9 and then something, if they do the something.
I want to see Ewan McGregor come back.
What do you think? What would you like?
I would rather Ewan McGregor than Boba Fett.
Yeah. Sorry for all the Fett fans out there, but
well, all the Fett fans are basically Fett fans because he looked cool, and that's about it. That's all you got from him. And then he had cool like EU stories given to him. But now they're EU.
The new cartoon shorts. The Forces
of Destiny.
Forces of Destiny. So that's actually pretty exciting. It's gonna follow. I think they had Ahsoka on there.
Pretty much all the lead female characters.
Yeah, all the lead females, which looks pretty cool.
It'll be cool. It'll be fun to watch. And that's actually interesting because I remember hearing Forces of Destiny leaked as a possible title for Episode 8.
Yeah, that was a while back.
It was a while back. But apparently it was referring to this, which means that they've been working on this or have been planning on it for a while, which is nice to hear. That it wasn't just something they spit out.
And it's more cartoon like the original Clone Wars shorts. Where it's
well, I have no idea what actual team is writing or animating this, but it does have a little bit of that style to it. It does seem like a 2D animation.
So that seems really... I'm excited for the next 4 years. Definitely.
It's just... Oh, God.
What are you oh-godding about? What are you worried about? Are you worried people are going to die? Guess what? People are going to die.
Yeah.
We talked about this.
I know. I'm just... The possibilities of what it can turn out. I still say they're gonna bring back Mace Windu.
They're not gonna. You get the hell out of my apartment right now.